If you're new here, I'm Leslie, and I'm a content creator that's based in Seattle. And today, I'm going on a little adventure over to Queen Anne and Seattle Center. I love showing folks places in Seattle, and Seattle Center and Queen Anne are to not be missed, especially for some iconic spots and views and museums. So I'm heading there, and I'm taking you with me. And we'll just spend a morning and afternoon seeing what it's like so you can plan better. I'd start downtown, and there are many ways to get up to Queen Anne. You could walk, which I don't recommend. You could drive, but parking's a nightmare. You could take the monorail, but that'll only get you part of the way there. Or you could take the bus. And I took the bus because it's very convenient. I took the 13 straight up the hill, which was about a 25-minute journey, and it only cost me $3. And yeah, you could Uber too. But my suggestion is to enjoy this slow, easy way to get up to Queen Anne Hill. And the bus will drop you right where you need to be for the perfect start of your morning. So I made it over to Queen Anne Hill. Kerry Park is just that way in a little bit, and I'm super excited to take you there because it is one of the best views of the city, and also of the Space Needle. It's super iconic, and I'm here early, just hoping to see it when it's a little less crowded. Kerry Park is the postcard. Space Needle, downtown, Rainier on a clear day, and Elliott Bay, all stacked into one frame. It's tiny, but it's also completely free, and it's one of the best ways to just take in Seattle. Even in the morning, this place is really happening. There's actually quite a few families taking portraits, tourists who are checking out the Space Needle. Again, it's such an iconic park, and it's not that big, and you also don't need to spend a lot of time here. So my recommendation is to check this out like early in the morning when the crowds aren't out, or if you really want to wait a little later, maybe sunset, but just be warned that it will probably get popular, but not to be missed in Queen Anne. I think it's time to head over to our next location. I'm actually going to walk down to Seattle Center. I think a nice gentle walk down the hill sounds just great, but I'm going to take a look around and just enjoy some of these beautiful homes that are here. Queen Anne is really just like an older, charming neighborhood, so there are pockets of things to do, but it's either right at the top or right in Lower Queen Anne. So we're going to just focus on Lower Queen Anne, and we'll go over to grab some coffee because I need it, and also just check out Seattle Center because it's definitely worth it. Let's just go to our iconic Seattle Center. And for a coffee stop, I would go to Caffe Vita. That's inside KEXP, which is a radio station. How cool is it to just be in a space and listen to live broadcasts while you sip on your coffee and enjoy community in this space? I got the espresso tonic and a cheese lye roll from Seawolf. And my verdict for both is yes and yes. So grab a seat in the gathering space, and if time is right, you can catch a live session through the glass. The verdict here is to actually build this into your stop. It's very unexpected, good coffee, good vibes. I'm making my way over to Chihuly Glass and Museum, which is one of the museums here in Seattle Center. I'm walking past Climate Pledge, which is our big arena here, where the Storm play, where the Kraken play, and a lot of events happen in an enclosed arena. So it's right behind me. I'm really looking forward to going to the Chihuly Museum. It's really beautiful in there. I don't think I've ever been to like a museum quite like that before, so it's a perfect place to add in if you're in Seattle Center. So let's go check it out together. Make sure to take your time walking over to the Chihuly Glass Museum. You can just enjoy fountains, you can enjoy people watching. It's a really great place just to unwind on your way. It's also one of the reasons why I suggested not to get a car, because everything is pretty walkable. Chihuly Garden and Glass is truly mesmerizing, and honestly, photographs better than almost anything in the city. And really, the glass house below the Space Needle really earns the ticket. One heads up, their hours move around day to day, so check the site the morning you go instead of just showing up. If there's only one paid museum you're going to today, it's this or Mopop. I'll call it at the end.
All the way towards the other side. This features a very unique shape as well. This is a reimagined work created for our exhibition in 2012, and this is from the reimagined Plaza de Colle. That original tower, the Plaza de Colle, rested in Doge Palace in Venice, Italy. Created at that time.
What I love about Seattle Center is that there's so much green space and you can just hang out and chill and just look right at the Space Needle and its majesty. So that's what I'm doing right now after visiting the Chihuly Glass Museum. I think every time I go in there, I learn something new about him as an artist. Didn't really realize how talented he was, and they explained his history and kind of how he grew up and got his training. And the fact that he's still alive. I think that's the other thing, is a lot of people's art that are in museums that are world renowned are not alive, but Dale Chihuly is. And it's really, really fascinating. So anyway, I also did this wrong. There's a lot of great food options here in Seattle Center. Even at the Chihuly Glass Museum, there's the bar, which looked super cute, and it's on the edge there, and it looks really elegant and elevated. But honestly, I'm like straight up in the mood for oysters. And I mean, we do seafood so well here in the Pacific Northwest, and oysters in particular, and mussels, and I've been craving Taylor's Shellfish. It has a number of locations around the area, including the city. There's one in Pioneer Square that you can always drive up to, where they run these in Bow, Washington, but they have one here in Queen Anne. So it was actually closer to KEXP, but I decided to do my Chihuly side quest first. So I'm just gonna chill here for a little bit, hydrate, and then make my way back towards that direction and see if I can treat myself to some oysters. You can come with me. This is where I chose to eat. Taylor's Shellfish. Oysters shucked right in front of you and ranging between $3.25 to $4 each. I did 6 and had a glass of sparkling rosé for $14. I walked out around $48 in all. Sit at the counter. That's the move, whether you're just you or you're two. There's no wait, there's no ceremony, and it's just really good cold seafood.
I don't remember what the hot sauce is.
Okay, that's fine. Well, this looks like Tabasco to me.
Yeah, it's a little
Yeah.
warm.
And then what's this?
That's mignonette.
Mignonette,
It's just
okay.
vinegar with shallots and some pepper.
Perfect. Okay,
It's
great.
really good.
Awesome. Wonderful. Great recommendation. Yeah. Thank you. So I had a great oyster snack at Taylor's Shellfish. It does not disappoint. It's such a staple here, and I think it was actually funny, for a couple years there I never actually had oysters, but I tried them. I kept trying them, and then it hit the spot. So it's one of my favorite oysters that you can get here, and so highly recommend, especially if you're in Seattle Center. Mopop was the other museum I decided to visit on this Wonderwall day. The building alone is worth the walk up. It looks like a smashed guitar from the sky. And inside, it's sci-fi, it's music, it's pop culture, and it goes deeper than you expected. If you are a music fan or pop culture aficionado, this stop is worth it, especially if you're into this kind of scene. It might be too kitschy for everybody, but this is not to be missed. Regular adult prices are $40, but if you're a Washington State resident, have your ID, just ask at the counter, and I paid $33.95 for my ticket. Here's the thing, if you have time, I would go to the Chihuly Museum and Mopop, but if you had to pick one, I would say Chihuly is one that visually hits, and Mopop is where you can have a lot of fun and go down the rabbit hole, so that's your call. Now I'm gonna head back downtown, and I wanted to show you what that was like, and I'm gonna be taking the monorail, which I'm really excited to take. It's been a number of years since I actually took it, and so I'm like, what's the vibe now? Is it cool? Plus it's very futuristic. I think it's gonna be a fun way to just head back downtown, but we're gonna find out.
The next train will arrive in 3 minutes on the right side of the platform.
And then we're gonna wrap it all up with the monorail back downtown. $4 one way, 2 minutes. It drops you right at Westlake. It's a little bit gimmicky, but honestly, I would take it every time. That's my Queen Anne in a day. Top of the hill to the bottom, no car, right around $150. The full route is linked below with the details.